Okay guys, that's it for this video. I appreciate it. This is my video of letting a homeless man sleep with me. I mean, whoa! Where did that come from? Bro, I think my meds are actually making me high. Let's restate that. You ready? You ready? Let's do this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome. My name is Diana, and today I guess I just wanted to chit chat with you guys about how many people are falling through the cracks and the systems. I'm gonna share a little story about when I was 16. When I was 16, I got kicked out. Depending who you ask, they might not say that, but originally I was gonna leave because my basic needs weren't being met. I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor. I didn't have clothes, barely had food, and I was controlled where I could go, what I could do, who I could see, and it wasn't enough for me. So I left. I didn't have anyone to turn to, and my friend let me stay with her, but I had to pay rent, and I'm grateful for them because of that I was able to explore myself. I was working Monday through Friday right after school, and I eventually got a scholarship, which is great. And on the weekends I would party and kind of explore myself and figure out who I am, because I never had that freedom, and that was great. It was amazing. I was GD a lot. I was just driving people. Hi baby. Hi. And I don't know, I guess with that story, I think that the business that I'm building with education services from Safe Haven, I think that there's a lot of perspectives that people don't understand, and people don't understand the privileges they have. Having parents that love you is a privilege. Having parents that take care of you is a privilege. Having a place is a privilege. Having access to certain people, money, it's so much things that people don't realize, that when you're born, you're dealt cards, and everyone is not dealt the same cards. And it really pisses me off when I see, I guess what I wanted to talk about today is, it pisses me off when I see homeless people on disability. I'm on disability as well, and it is rough. It is hard to even make it by, and I feel for those people. And I don't know, about a week ago I was driving, because usually I go out and hand out food or hand out protein shakes or hygiene products or whatever. If I can afford it, I'll buy some stuff and give it to the homeless. And this time I was driving and I saw this person, and something in me saw myself. I saw myself when I was 16, and I was sad and I didn't have anyone. And I asked him, I was like, "Are you homeless? Excuse me, sorry for asking, but are you homeless?" And he said, "Yeah, how'd you know?" And we had a little chit chat, and I got to hear his story, and it really broke me about how there's not a lot of kind people in this world. People, when they get hurt or they get dealt cards that aren't good, it tends to shape who they are. And I'm just lucky that I became who I am with the amount of empathy that I have. But I can understand the anger and frustration, but that doesn't dispute how people treat people. I feel like people should still be kind. So I opened my home to this homeless person, but now he's not homeless. He's my friend, and his name's Hunter, and he will come in a sec and he will tell his story. But I feel like we can make a change in this world. I feel like if Gen Z and millenniums, what are they called? Whatever they're called, and Gen Alpha, if we put our heads together and we have coordination, and I don't know, it sucks that we can't work together to better our system, but we can make change. The same way that COVID hit and everything changed, we can make drastic change like that. I really do believe it. And when I see videos like Jimmy Darts, or there's so many channels that where they're helping homeless, I want to do that. I want to be that. In Canada, I feel like there's so many people, and I feel like we can make a big difference and a change. I don't know what God's gonna put, or how he's gonna help me in the situation, but I don't know. I'm just rambling now. But yeah, I took my cats out on a walk today. It was the cutest thing. Put them in their stroller and come here. Oh baby, you're so cute. I am you. It's a car. Yeah, it was good. They enjoyed their walk. Went to therapy today, and I do think that therapy is really important. I feel like if you're not going to therapy, I know therapy costs money. There are therapies that don't cost money, but you have to find them through resources or youth resources, and that takes work. And I know people don't like doing work, but please, if you're struggling at home, if home is not good and it's toxic and your parents are mean to you and they're emotionally abusing you, physically abusing you, psychologically abusing you, sexually abusing you, please go to therapy and deal with these things, because if you don't deal with these things, you grow up to be a person that is suppressing so much anger, and then you start to treat people bad, and you treat your kids bad, and you treat yourself bad because you're not taking care of yourself. And I really want people to take care of themselves. I really do care about people. And I want to find a way to make therapy and emotional intelligence more relevant and trendy. And I don't know, I want to make it more accessible for everyone, because these things are stuff that we need. And the system doesn't care. They don't teach emotional regulation. They don't teach boundaries. They don't teach positive mindset, self-leadership. So much stuff that they don't teach. And these are things that you need in adulthood. It's not just academics. It's not just A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We don't need that shit. There's a lot of stuff that we do need it. And I hate that our systems aren't looking at that. They're not thinking that this is relevant, that this is important. And it is. Like, being kicked out at 16, I was doing good in grades. I got A's, not straight A's, maybe some B's. It's alright. But I did good, and I got a scholarship. Full ride, home taken care of, school taken care of. Blessing. I really do appreciate it, but I still worked on myself because I knew I didn't want to be my parents. I didn't want to be people that were negative and like just spewing hate and like, I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna bring my friend Hunter, and he's gonna tell you guys about how he got to where he got to. And now he's secure. He has a home, so he's not homeless. But I think the story will be relevant, and then maybe someone might feel the same way or is going through the same situation. And I want you guys to see that, like, you can struggle at any age. It's not like life is a series of good and bad events, and sometimes you're handed a lot of bad events back to back to back to back, and it really sucks. And if you don't have the right people around you, it could really destroy you. Yeah, but that's it. I'm gonna bring Hunter in. He's gonna chit chat about his life, and that'll be the end of the video. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoy the story. Okay, Hunter, you can come in.
Okay, sweet. Oh, I've never done this.
It's okay.
So weird.
It's okay. I'm gonna mic you up.
Alrighty.
You're great.
Alright.
Do you want me to stay here or you want to go? Do you want me to go? What's more comfortable for you?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
I'll stay, and then if you want me to leave, I'll leave.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm just good to start chit-chatting?
So this is Hunter, guys. He's going to tell you guys about his story.
So, my name's Hunter. I'm 22. I'm from Flin and I moved to the city when I was 18. I moved down here for a girl work, and it was going alright. Stuff didn't really pan out. And then I ended up getting into roofing, and that's actually what I currently do for work still, a couple years later. And I think that what really started the whole thing, and like how I ended up out on the street, was last year. There was a fire in my hometown, and my parents' cabin burned down, and lost all of my possessions from my youth. Lost my trucks, my dirt bikes, my boats, like lost the better part of 10 years of hard work, all in one night. Was distraught, and like I just kept going to work, kept dealing with it, kept trying to get myself stable again, get another vehicle. And then winter hit, and I was working with my friends last year, and the season went well, but once winter hit, we started running out of money because there's too many wages and not enough work. And then the weather just completely killed it for us. And I ended up going 2 months without work at all. And that set me into a pretty bad place financially, as it would anyone. And I ended up moving in with this one guy. And it was a friend I met at work. And I thought it was going to be a good situation. You know, I help you, you help me type deal. And well, he was a bad alcoholic. So anytime that I had given him money, he would take it to go drink. He'd go do his drugs and all that. And I was stuck at home, going to work, and just never really having a safe space to like be myself or, you know, yeah, feel at home. And it ended up getting to the point where him and I started getting into fistfights. He ended up breaking my phone when I had left. The day I left, he broke my phone because we had gotten into a fight over bills because the prior month I had given him $1,600 for rent, and it didn't end up going towards what I thought it did. And upon hearing that, that the place was only worth X amount of dollars a month, and finding out that he'd technically been stealing from me the entire time I was living with him, I finally got to the point where I figured it was going to be better out on the street than paying for someone else's lifestyle, because it was just the easier decision, I guess.
100%.
And you know, I ended up running into Diana, and it was an interesting experience because like it wasn't too long after that fight had happened. It was only out on the street for like a week or two at tops, but just kind of turned it around, kind of helped me see that there's still more for me to do down here. I was actually trying to figure out how to get home to my mom, and I was going to leave the city. I'm employed still, but with no phone, I wasn't able to get to and from site, and it was a struggle, honestly. And you know, at the end of the day, it's just I'm spacing.
It's okay. I got a question for you.
Huh?
Okay. So my question to you is, what is your message to younger people who are living in toxic situations, living on the street? Do you think you've learned something from it? And if someone is...
That was a really good question.
Thank you. Okay, so the camera died, but I asked him a question, which was, what is his message to youth that are dealing with toxic situations? Oh my god, I think my meds are making me like stutter. Holy shit. What is your question to youth, or what is your statement to youth that are dealing with toxic environments? And since you were homeless, what message would you have? Can you remind me again what you said?
Oh yeah, I'll go back in there.
Okay. I'll watch it to make sure. Speak fast so it's not.
All right. So my message to anyone that is in a toxic situation or just an unhealthy mental space, reach out, get help, use the resources that are available to you. If you have to set up a like if it is not in your best interest to leave immediately, I'd suggest funneling money into a separate account that no one else has access to, so then this way you can build a safe exit. But always try and leave as soon as possible. Don't let your mental health suffer, because at the end of the day, you've only really got yourself, and if you're in a terrible mental space, it affects everything in your life. And you know, there's plenty of great resources that are out there. If you don't even, like, say you don't have a phone, there's you know, there's homeless shelters, and they have all of the information that you could need to get yourself set up. It is hard, but if you just have a little perseverance, you can push through. And there's plenty of great people that are still out there that, you know, if you're lucky, they'll help you out, or you know, just share your story, and like don't let your mental health suffer, because like you only get the one shot. You might as well, you know, have the best life that you can. Not everyone's fortunate, and I think the best option is just take advantage of all the resources that you can.
Thank you again for repeating yourself.
No
Okay,
problem.
guys, that's it for this video. I appreciate it. This is my video of letting a homeless man sleep with me. I mean, whoa, whoa, where did that come from? That, bro, I think my meds are actually making me high. Like, let's restate that. This is a video about letting a homeless man stay in my home. Okay, have a good day, guys. Bye.